Today we are exploring the amazing book The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins. Imagine a library so enormous and magical that it holds the secrets of everything in the world. But this is no ordinary library. It is alive in its own way, filled with knowledge, danger, and children who have been trained to be incredibly smart, powerful, and sometimes terrifying. Carolyn is one of these children. She was taken from her family when she was very young and brought to a mysterious man called Father. Father is not kind or gentle. He is focused on control, power, and the pursuit of knowledge. Each child he took in was assigned a single skill to master. Carolyn learned every language in the world. David learned how to fight and plan in ways that could destroy nations. Jennifer learned how to heal people, even to bring them back from the edge of death. Every other child learned something strange, magical, and sometimes frightening. They were no longer ordinary children. They were tools of knowledge and power, shaped to obey, to dominate, and to carry out Father's vision. They grew up in a place with no ordinary rules, a place where normal humans could not survive. The library itself seemed alive, its walls filled with impossible secrets and hidden dangers. The air was heavy with knowledge, and the tiniest mistake could cost a life. The corridors twisted in impossible ways. Rooms appeared and disappeared, and even the books seemed to watch those who entered. Then, one day, everything changed. Father disappeared. Suddenly, the children were left with all their powers, but no guidance. The library became chaotic. Some of the children began to fight, using their powers in ways that could harm anyone who crossed their path. Power without guidance is dangerous, and in the library, that danger was limitless. The siblings began to form alliances and rivalries. Secrets were whispered in shadowed corners. Every action had consequences that could ripple across the world outside. Into this world stepped an ordinary man named Steve Hodgson. Steve was just a regular person with a simple life, but by chance, he became part of the library's story. Carolyn brought him into her world, pulling him into a place he could never have imagined. Together, they explored the strange corridors, encountering magical creatures, impossible puzzles, and secrets that could change the world if they were unlocked. Every step revealed new mysteries. Each sibling had their own plans and ambitions. Alliances formed and broke in an instant. It was impossible to know who was friend and who was enemy. The library was more than a building. It was alive, and everything inside it could be used for creation or destruction. The children tested the boundaries of what was possible. Books could make the impossible real, and the magical creatures that lived in the library could obey or destroy them, depending on their intent. David, the master of war, began to test his power. The chaos he unleashed reached beyond the library's walls. Cities fell. The world itself began to feel the effects. Even the sun seemed to vanish, leaving the earth in darkness. Carolyn revealed a shocking truth. She had killed Father and orchestrated much of the chaos to claim power for herself. Yet, even in her cold ambition, there was a spark of humanity that only Steve could see. Steve witnessed terrifying events, but also discovered glimpses of Carolyn's hidden compassion. Even with all her power, she was still human deep down. The library tested every limit of morality, courage, and understanding. Every choice made by Carolyn, by Steve, or by any of the siblings could ripple outward and change everything. The library asked questions. What does it mean to be strong, to be wise, to be compassionate? Could power exist without corruption if guided by care? As their journey continued, the siblings revealed more about themselves. Their desires, fears, and weaknesses were exposed as they navigated the library's impossible puzzles and faced magical creatures. The story of the library became the story of their hearts as much as their minds. The corridors twisted, Rooms appeared and disappeared, and the library itself seemed to respond to their choices. Every action carried consequences that reached far beyond the walls. David's violence escalated, threatening the world outside. The library's magic created impossible dangers, and the siblings' conflicts intensified. Carolyn's intelligence and careful planning were tested, and Steve had to confront horrors he could never have imagined. But through it all, he remained a beacon of courage, showing that even ordinary people could influence a world full of extraordinary power. The library revealed its secrets slowly, as if testing them. Books that could bend reality, creatures that defied explanation, and puzzles that required impossible knowledge challenged their minds and hearts. Carolyn's plan to seize control pushed her to the edge, but Steve's bravery and selflessness challenged her to think differently. For the first time, she was forced to consider compassion and morality. Carolyn's relationships with the other siblings deepened the story. Some sided with her, some resisted. The tension between loyalty and betrayal shaped every interaction. Each sibling's power became a reflection of their personality and choices. As they moved deeper into the library, the scale of the power and danger became staggering. Ordinary humans outside had no idea what was unfolding, yet the consequences of the library's magic were reaching into the world. The library itself became a character in their journey. Hallways shifted, doors led to impossible spaces, and magical entities challenged their understanding of reality. Steve and Carolyn had to navigate not just the siblings' conflicts, but the very nature of the library. Every puzzle solved and every secret uncovered brought new revelations, but also new dangers. Know who was friend and who was enemy. The library was more than a building. It was alive. In the climactic moments, the siblings' ambitions collided. David's desire for dominance threatened everything, and the magic of the library became volatile. Carolyn's intellect and Steve's courage became the key to survival. They faced impossible choices, testing their morals, loyalty, and understanding of power. In the end, Steve sacrificed himself to show Carolyn what true courage and compassion meant. This act shifted her perspective, revealing that power without care leads only to destruction. The sun returned, the world outside began to recover, and Carolyn took on a new role. She was no longer just a wielder of power. She became a guardian of the library's secrets, understanding that knowledge and strength are most meaningful when tempered with compassion. The siblings, each shaped by their past and choices, reflected on their paths. Some continued their journeys in power, some sought redemption, and all were changed by the events that unfolded. The library at Mount Char is a story of ambition, obsession, power, morality, and humanity. It demonstrates that even ordinary people can impact extraordinary worlds. It teaches that strength is not just about domination, but about understanding, compassion, and the choices we make. Every secret has a cost, every power a price, and every decision can ripple far beyond imagination. Today we explored this incredible book together. If you enjoyed it and want more amazing stories and summaries, don't forget to like this video, follow and subscribe so you never miss the next adventure.